Hallo zusammen, and welcome to another new episode of definitely stream, whatever you want to call it. A live stream on this YouTube channel, you know. It is what it is, right? And you know that. You know that. It's nothing new, but it's something nice to do every single time. And so, you know, I thought, well, I'm gonna do it again, right, Hugo? I'm speaking English to you. You're not familiar with that. I know. My cat is sitting in front of me. As you may be able to tell, there he is. Hugo. And he's waiting for his food delivery, if you know what I mean. And it's gonna be delivered to him in just a second. Alright. Let's see. Ja, sofort, Hugo. Moment. Ich glaube, ich kann nicht mehr lange damit warten. I can't wait any longer with this. Not really. Mirotaya, hi! Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Close this. Open that. Yeah, like this, I guess. How are you doing? I wonder. Du kriegst jetzt gleich sofort was, Hugo, ja. Yeah, my cat is waiting for this. Guys, he's a smart cat and he noticed that I have it on my desk. Hey Charles! Hi! How are you doing? Cheers to you guys, of course. And to you, Hugo, of course. Nah, you won't like that, no. That's nothing for cats. Nope. No, it isn't, Hugo. No, it isn't. So, how are you doing, everyone? End of the month, and basically halftime in terms of 2023, which went by really fast. I feel like, you know, it's as if it had started yesterday. It's strange. Tim Burton's uncle. Hi, Tim Burton's uncle. That's a nice nickname. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, he's a nice kitty. Hugo is very nice. And now I'm gonna give this to him. Leckerli, as we call them in German. Little cat snacks. Because he can't wait any longer. He can't contain himself any longer. There's the cat cam, of course, you know, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, no. Gib dir jetzt was. May become sort of a tradition in live streams that I feed my cat. I have to get it open though. Ah, there it is. All right. Let's see. Hugo. Yep. Whoops. And he has to gain weight. He has to gain weight anyway. So yeah. Little cat cam show. And doing something good for you, you know? And of course he wants more. Oh! Up! That's young. Do you have cats as well? Or any other pets, I wonder? How old is he? He has just turned 8. He's 8 years old. He's pretty fit though. I mean, the only thing is he has to gain a little more weight because he's a little thin because of the stress that he went through, you know, when he lived at my parents' place, because when one of their cats died and Hugo lived with them for pretty much all the time, and he's been in our family, and the other cats started to basically attack him a little bit, you know. So we had to make a decision that he would move in with me, And that is why I have Hugo with me now. So, Ebits! Hi, thanks for tuning in. What was your favorite book growing up and why? That's a good question. I'm not too big of a reader, to be honest. When I grew up, well, couldn't really tell you, and to be honest, there are little book-like thingies. Hi. For little children, Pixie Bücher. Really thin though, and really picture heavy. Those are really cool. But I couldn't really tell. There were a few books that I had to read during school, in my school days, many years ago, that I quite liked. Lord of the Flies, I think. Brave New World. Something like... what's it called? Can't remember. Der Vorleser. I don't know what the English name for the book is, but that was pretty cool. My favorite book, certainly one of my favorite books of all time, is Wer bin ich und wenn ja, wie viele? Who am I and if so, how many? Translate literally, by the German philosopher and publicist Richard David Precht. Very thought-provoking book, full of philosophical ideas and thoughts, and he basically is capable of explaining philosophical topics, morals and ethics and that kind of stuff, how human beings work, in combination with other fields of study, for instance, psychology, biology, and the like, and in a very smooth way, really well digestible, really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed Lord of the Flies. Der Herr der Fliegen, I think is the German title, which is basically a literal translation. Lord of the Flies. That was pretty cool. Yeah, gotta say. One of the better books I had to read in my school days, if I may say so. There are a few that I didn't quite like as much, but I guess we all have those books, so there you go. You're into philosophy then? Yeah, I actually studied that as well. I mean, it was my second field of study, not my first one, but I enjoy, thinking about philosophical things. I'm not the biggest expert when it comes to, philosophical history in terms of which philosopher did say what and when. I'm not, that big into it anymore. Basically forgot most of it in that sense, but yeah, I definitely enjoy, being philosophical myself. I even do that in my podcast, the German podcast, which is a podcast in German, basically as a German listening practice, or basically just a podcast for German native speakers, both, So every once in a while, I also philosophize, I think is the term, about many different topics. Yeah, so if you're into that as well, feel free to check out my podcast, the German podcast, available on all common podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple, and the like, and all the apps. Zekizard, I hope that is the correct pronunciation of your name. Thanks for tuning in. Hi. Do you play any video games? Yes, I do. Well, I used to play more when I was younger, but I still enjoy playing them. Right now I'm playing a game called Pathologic, which is an older game. It was released in 2005 for the first time, and I'm basically doing a let's play of that in German. And if you're interested in that, well, I'm gonna provide you with the link to my other YouTube channel, which is a German let's play channel. Dave Durden TV is the name. And it's a pretty cool game. It's like a survival type of game, basically. Really cool. Very unique as well. Quite unique mechanics here and there. So, yeah. You probably know what will happen tomorrow in my life. Will I? Do I know that, though? tomorrow is May 27th. What is happening on May 27th? I wonder. I don't know. But feel free to tell me, of course. And Gerard Tyrell. Hi, Gerard Tyrell. Thanks for tuning in. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. That is much appreciated. Tobi, hi. Bist du eigentlich auf OnlyFans? Nee. Nicht, dass ich wüsste. Aber sag niemals nie, ne? Man weiß es nicht. I have to leave. You got a Teams meeting with my new boss. Your package is now in Frankfurt. Flughafen to be more accurate. Okay, thanks for the update on that. Thanks, Charles, once again. And of course, I'm really looking forward to that. Gonna unbox that and taste test what you are about to send me. Well, I could actually deactivate the cat cam again for the time being. Charles Ryu, a Patreon supporter of mine, actually sent me a package with some Canadian stuff that I'm about to try, taste test on cam once it's arrived. It will take a few more days, I think, but yeah, I'm gonna be pretty excited about that already. So yes, I think it's gonna be delicious. Did you see Till had a fall in Vilnius? I think he's okay. Yeah, I heard about that, or I read about it, but I haven't really heard much about it afterwards. You know, I don't know if he went to the hospital or what happened exactly, how heavily he was injured or not. I don't know. I hope he is fine, of course, because, you know, Dave Grohl also fell off the stage in Sweden in 2015, and he broke his leg, and he continued with the concert. Of course, you know, with Rammstein and Till, it was a rehearsal, if I understand it correctly. So I hope they can play the shows as planned. I really hope, by the way, I really, really hope that the Foo Fighters will come to Germany for, you know, single concerts. I know that they will come to Germany for Rock am Ring and Rock im Park, you know, those two festivals, but I'm not going there this year, so I really would like them to come to Germany, you know, for single, standalone concerts that I can attend, like me and my dad, because I really want to see them live again. And maybe, you know, at some point I'm also going to be lucky and maybe here and there, you know, meet Dave even, which would be like total dream. You know, I'm usually not the type of guy that is so much into, you know, all the celebrities and I have to meet them and I want to see them, you know, right up front and everything. Not necessarily, but there are a few, like one or two people that I really admire and that I really, really appreciate for, you know, their art and their character and everything. And Dave Grohl is one of those people. And he's one of the reasons why, you know, the channel is called Davenately and why the previous name was Vlog Dave. Because, as some of you may know, Dave is not my real name. Dave is basically my nickname that I gave myself back in the day, but that's a, you know, long story short. Let's see. Oh, my green screen isn't really set up correctly. It's this side. Gonna change that in a second. All right. So, yeah. Foo Fighters Tour 2024 wäre natürlich richtig geil, Tobi. Ja. Some German thrown in there once again, you know, every now and then, because Tobias McFly is German as well, and you know, and he basically said, you know, he's smelling a Foo Fighters Tour 2024 with festival appearances, so I hope that will happen. Really looking forward to the new album, which will come out next Friday, and that's also the day that they are gonna be performing at Rock am Ring. I'm gonna watch that, you know, on stream. Not like here on stream live with you guys, but, you know, in the stream broadcasting of Rock am Ring. I will. Who's the most popular fictional villain, German-born character who many don't know about? Well, that's an oddly specific question, Ebits. It's a cool question, though. Wow. I could answer with a really random character that I guess none of you know about because it's from an old German series that, you know, was running back in the day, like 15, 20-ish years ago, more even longer. And I gotta be honest, you know, I quite enjoyed watching a few episodes here and there. It was called Hinter Gittern der Frauenknast, which means behind borders, the women's prison. And there was one male guard, prison guard, who was really nasty. And I remember him being quite villainous. So that may be an answer that's applicable, I don't know. But it's hard to tell. But, you know, like popular... I mean, if you're popular, you're also well known, I think. So it's hard to pinpoint a character that isn't as well known but still popular, right? So that's a tricky one. Mirotaya says, tomorrow I'm going to a Rammstein's concert in Helsinki. I bought the tickets there on Wednesday. I'm really excited to see Rammstein live for the first time. Enjoy the concert, enjoy the ride. I personally saw them live for the first time last year, and it was awesome. You know, I wasn't like standing in front of the stage. I was like really on the outskirts of the stadium, sitting there with my dad. But it was still impressive and still monumental. You know, really, really awesome. And I hope you're gonna be having a great time because it's sure worth the money. There are some artists and some concerts that are really expensive, but you can't really see why exactly, other than them being so famous that they can, you know, charge that. Of course, there are people, you know, working in the background that also have to be paid. I totally get that. But, you know, when it comes to Rammstein, for instance, and their show, and how big and massive it is, and all the people working, you know, around it, not just the band, of course, it's worth the money, I feel like. You know, so here Wacken ain't what it used to be. I don't know about that, Gerard, because I haven't been to Wacken yet. Maybe I will go there at some point. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's certainly a festival that I quite like from, you know, watching it from the outside as someone who hasn't been there yet. So. I've been to Rock am Ring twice, and I've been to the Mera Luna Festival, another German festival, which rather leans more into the EDM goth section, you know, genre, which I'm not totally a fan of, to be honest. You know, I'm not like a goth person or whatever. Nothing against those people, of course. Quite likable people, actually. But I went there because, well, with friends, and because we got free tickets, basically, you know, like an what is Akkreditierung in English? I don't know. Like a press pass back in the day, and it was awesome. You know, there are a few bands in that field of music that I also like, including, you know, some medieval and folk influenced bands, In Extremo, for instance, or Subway to Sally, two great German bands. If you're into that, you know, the mixture of rock, metal / folk with German lyrics for the most part. Great bands. Many new names here, I think, because I can't recall that Pavle Plays Games 1209 has tuned into a stream prior to this one, if I'm not mistaken. Pavle. Is it Pavle? Pavle? Hi, anyway. Thanks for tuning in. That is much appreciated. And of course, also hi to Rita Cerejo. I hope that is the correct pronunciation. Hi, Rita. Thanks for tuning in to you as well, of course. That's much appreciated. Are you interested in going to Hamburg to check out the Miniature Wonderland? Miniature Wonderland? Is it Alice in Wonderland related? I haven't heard about that. Pavli, or Pavli. I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher your names, of course, but sometimes, I can't help it. But Miniature Wonderland sounds tempting. Haven't been to Hamburg in a long time, though. But it's a nice city. I'm gonna be going to the Leipzig Zoo. The zoo in Leipzig, in East Germany, in July with my family. We just talked about that before I started the stream, and we're about to book, the train tickets and everything, and hotel. I'm really looking forward to that, because from, another friend of mine who has been to basically all German zoos there are, which quite a lot, and even to a few other European zoos around Germany, she said that the zoo in Leipzig is the most beautiful zoo that she's ever been to, And that's a statement. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I may be able to film a little bit, maybe like a little vlog for you guys. We'll see. We'll see. And hi, Coding Beast, of course. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. And Carl Herring. Of course, hi to Carl as well. So, have you listened to Electric Callboy? Ebits asks. I've listened to 1 or 2 songs by them, which I quite like. However, I'm usually, for the most part, when I listen to music, I'm not the biggest fan of like the fun type of metal or rock, like the fun type of lyrics, which are about partying and everything. It's that's fine. I also like that, but it's not my favorite style. So I'm not gonna be listening to a band like Electric Callboy all day long, for instance. But I do like the band though. There's a song by them, F-Boy, CK Boy, which is pretty cool. They have great riffs, great production and everything. So great stuff, definitely. I saw Rammstein live for the first time in Chicago last year. It was epic. Zekizard says. Yeah, I would definitely want to, I'm going to see them live at some point, I'm sure of it. I just don't know when. Because sometimes, it can, I guess, in other countries as well, but it's also in Germany, it can be quite tricky to get Rammstein tickets in the first place. It's, that's tough. Every user, hi! Thanks for tuning in. What's your favorite video game? He's asking, or they're asking. That's tough. There are many great games, or many games that I would consider great for various reasons, actually, and different reasons. One of the most nostalgic games that I could think of would be the Spyro games for the PlayStation 1. Spyro 1 to 3. Medieval with Sir Daniel Fortescue. Crash Bandicoot, those old PlayStation 1 games, which are the ones that I grew up on. But also Tomb Raider, I really enjoy. That's gaming series. I really enjoy Alan Wake. Alice Menace Returns. Dishonored, the Thief series, the more sneaky, stealthy games. Yeah, that's what I like. Do you play FIFA? I used to play it, but I haven't really played it in quite a while. I'm not particularly good at it, but it's fun. So I wouldn't mind playing it again at some point, but I haven't really played one since like FIFA 2008, 2009-ish. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, every user. I hope I can remember it. Because sometimes my old brain is, trying my very best, though. Miniature Wonderland is the world's biggest train setter layout, says Carl. Mm-hmm. It's Serbian, so it's hard to spell. The sentence doesn't have grammar issues, but it's boring. I heard that Rammstein will perform the song Giftig live for the first time. Interesting that you mentioned that one, because I think that's going to be the next Rammstein song that I'm going to tackle in terms of, explaining the lyrics, translating them, and also teach a few German things around them. So I'm going to start working on that maybe over the course of this weekend. I'm not sure. Yeah. Looking forward to that. Leipzig Zoo, I'm crazy to go there. It is really beautiful, Rita. It should be really beautiful. At least that's, I've never been there yet either. That's what I heard. And I'm really, really excited about this one as well. Yeah. That building on the Zeit album. My wish is to go to it and in general to be in Germany. Yes, I think it's in Berlin. It's a little tower that you can visit there. In fact, I saw many people, posing for pictures on the staircase of that tower. So I think it's based in Berlin, if I'm not mistaken. It looks really, really unique and cool. Yeah. I just don't want people to know my identity. That is totally alright. That is totally alright. I'm over 113 chemistry, 68, and I'm so good at it. What is that, though? Oh, you mean the, is it like the periodic table? I don't know what you're talking about, I'm sorry. Alan Wake 2 is on the way, yes, and I'm about to let's play it once it comes out, I think. I basically let's play the first one on my German Let's Play channel. And it was much fun. I really, really enjoy the strong, Stephen King vibes. I love those games, those storytelling games with lots of atmosphere. Whether it's music or movie series or video games, to me, it's all about atmosphere. If it has something that I can gravitate toward, I can resonate with, I can definitely enjoy that stuff. And Alan Wake certainly does have that. Why didn't they play Giftig when I went to Cardiff? And I don't think they have played Angst yet. Have they? I don't think so. What is the weather like in Germany at the moment? Pretty cool. It's like 18, 19 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty mild. And this weekend it's about to be pretty sunny. And maybe like 2-3 degrees Celsius warmer even. So really, really cool. And I'm about to go out for a walk tomorrow and maybe on Sunday as well. Monday is a day off in Germany. Yeah, so it's a holiday. So it's gonna be a great weekend, I think. I hope so. This is the periodic table. Noble gas is stable. Every day is a thunderstorm. Really? Okay, wow. And Rammstein have gone back to opening the 23 tour with Ramlied, and Till has the light in his mouth as well. So happy to see that. Yeah, I was a bit... how should I put it? It's something typical that Till and the guys would do. But I was, thinking about how he has a hole in his cheek, like somewhere here, and there is like a light sticking through it and out of the mouth. That is... Or, he has light inside his mouth. That's a little horrifying to me, to be honest. It's a cool effect, of course. Looks great, but it basically frightened me a little bit. I wouldn't do that myself. Albino Croc, hi! Thanks for tuning in. Schönen Abend, Dave. Muss jetzt leider weg, aber freut mich, hier mal schnell vorbeizulaufen. Viele Grüße. Ja, viele Grüße auch an dich zurück natürlich. Freut mich sehr, dass du hier bist. Und falls du möchtest, kannst du dir natürlich auch gerne den Rest des Streams noch im Nachhinein angucken. Wie auch ihr alle. You know, I just said that you can also watch the rest of the stream afterwards if you have to go early, of course. So that's always a possibility. Which Z wicked game or which Z will probably be more your type? Listen and let us know. Okay, gonna write that down. Thanks for the suggestion. Gonna write that down for later. Yeah, but I you know, the thing is though, I don't really have too much time to play too many games. You know, I just want to focus on one at a time. And because otherwise I can't make it, you know, with the podcast that I have, with this channel, with my main job that I have, you know, it's yeah. So why am I singing ASAP Science songs? Yeah, I wonder about that myself. Ein frisch rasierter Dave, ja. Moin. Hi, Rick. Was geht? Yeah, I just recorded a new episode of the Cast podcast that me and Super Flash Crash have. I'm a co-host of that podcast, basically, and we just recorded the first episode of the year yesterday. It's another German podcast, so if you're into German podcasts, feel free to check out that one as well. It's basically Super Flash Crash, who just joined the chat, and me, you know, talking about many different topics, ranging from media, you know, music, movies, and video games and the like, you know, everything and nothing really. So, that's always much fun, because Rick, aka Super Flash Crash, you know, in the chat is a really cool guy. Oh, I have to go out. I wish I could stay longer. Viel Spaß, tschüssi. No worries, Rita. Thanks for being here in the first place. I much appreciate that. Have a nice weekend, of course. By the way, I just also recorded another episode of the German podcast a couple of days ago with an American who is living in Germany. I mean, he's about to go back to the US now, but he's been living in Stuttgart, and he told me about his experiences in Germany and his, well, experiences regarding learning German. And let me tell you, you know, he has been learning German for 2 years, more or less, and he's speaking awesome German. Of course, he has his American, you know, accent and everything, but his German is, you know, in terms of vocabulary and everything, is totally on point. Really, really cool. Really, really inspirational. Didn't that hole in his cheek get infected and he had to let it heal over and use a thin wire running down his left cheek? Has he gone to a hole in his cheek again? Wow. I didn't know about that, Gerard. But I could definitely see that it could get infected, yeah. Ah, my nose. What's happening? I'm sorry. I'm a Slav. What religion are you? I am not part of a religion anymore. I used to be part of the Roman Catholic Church, but only on paper, to be honest. And I just, you know, left the church, basically, the confession, in late January this year, because I'm not a religious person, you know, in the actual sense of the word. I don't have anything against religious people, you know, but I'm not religious myself. I'm quite drawn to, you know, certain spiritual ideas and the like, but I'm not really like a believer in terms of, you know, the Lord and Jesus Christ and everything. I'm Nope. Never have been and never will be, I don't think. So just not my thing. But, you know, more power to people that believe in those things, of course, you know? I'm totally tolerant when it comes to that. As long as people don't want to persuade you and really, you know, like heavily persuade you to join their religion. Because I'm not a big fan of that as well, either. I mean, you know, that draws the line for me. But, you know. Anyway. Jura Tyrell. Ah, yeah, that is that. Mirotaya asks, have you ever visited Finland? Finland is the country where I was born. I was born in 2004, the same year when Rammstein's Reise album was released. And the Nightwish album Once, which is a Finnish band, of course. And I became a fan of Nightwish in 2004 with the album Once again. With the album Once, for the first time, I mean, once again. No pun intended. Great band as well. Saw them live last year. And no, but I haven't really been to Finland yet. I would like to go there. At some point, definitely. Definitely, I'm sorry. How can I actually, you know, say that wrong? I should know better. Definitely it is, of course. Or in German, definitiv. You can also make that pun in German. Slav here too, not practicing any religion though. However, in my childhood there was mostly orthodoxy around me. Ah. Yeah, I don't think, you know, the Orthodoxic Church is too big in Germany. There's mostly, you know, when it comes to Christian beliefs, I think there's mostly like the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestant Church. Those two types are by far the biggest types, you know, but how is one religious? Well, if you believe, then you are religious, I guess. How do you like the Peter Fox album, by the way? The new one that was just released today, Love Songs. I quite like it, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty Anglicism heavy in comparison to his first solo album, Stadtaffe, from 2008. Peter Fox, by the way, in case you are wondering who that is, he's a German artist, you know, German musician. He's mainly known from the quite popular German dancehall hip-hop rap band Seed. And Peter Fox is basically one of the main singers in that band, and he just released his second solo album, Love Songs, today. You can find that on Spotify, and it's very well produced, I have to say. You know, the sound of it, the production itself is really crisp and punchy. You know, I really like that. And I basically like all the songs on it, you know, some more, some less. I have listened to it once, like in full, and a few songs definitely more than once, including the first single, Zukunft Pink, Future Pink, that is the English title. And if you want to check that out, everyone, if you're into that kind of music, I'm gonna provide you with the album link to on Spotify. German lyrics, of course, and as you can see, 85 million plays for Zukunft Pink, the last song on the record. That has been the first, like his comeback single, the first one in 15 years, more or less. And it's a great song. Love it. Den guten Peter sehe ich dieses Jahr live. Nice. Toby just said that he's gonna be seeing Peter Fox live this year, later in the year though. And I would like to see him live as well, like once more, because I actually saw him live in 2009, back in the day, when he played in my hometown, basically, because back in the day we have a castle in our hometown here, which is quite well known in our region, and they used to play concerts in the garden of the castle in 2008, 2009-ish. And many artists played there, like open air with a castle in the background, really awesome scenery, great shows. And Peter Fox also played there. And that was a great show. I think it was 19,000 people. You know, it's quite a big show, if I'm not mistaken. So that was awesome. Really enjoyed that. And let me catch up with the chat. I probably asked this before, I can't remember. But have you ever been to Latvia? I was born there, by the way. No, I haven't been there. In fact, I haven't really been to many countries yet. I've been to the Netherlands, I've been to France, I've been to the Czech Republic, I've been to... we drove through Switzerland and we drove through parts of Austria, I think, and Italy. But apart from that, I haven't really been, in any other country. I have never left the European Union or Europe as a continent yet. But I would really like to go to the US at some point. Or, to Japan, Scandinavian countries, of course, as well. So at some point, I'm going to do that. I hope. I think. Did you know if you're standing on the Chinese wall, there's a high chance you're in China? Wow. Is that true, though? Indubitably. Just one of my favorite English terms. Indubitably. Sounds like Dr. Doolittle a little bit. Doolittle. Urinator. Haha, see what you did there. Nice name. Hi, Yuri. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, feel free to ask a question. I may not be able to answer it, but you can definitely ask the question. I'm Hurricane. Ah, nice. I've been only in Montenegro. Never been there either. My friend actually recommended this awesome channel to me. Do you know Joe? He said he knows you personally. Joe who? Do I know a Joe? I don't think so. No. Do I know a Joe? Is another YouTuber? Like another... Okay, that was a good one, though. That was a good one, yeah. That was a good one. A little long time coming, but, I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. You have been to way more countries than me. I've only been to Latvia and England, and currently in England. Yeah, but I've only, it was only for a short amount of time. Like, the longest I've been outside of Germany was in France, which was 1 week. But, I've been to the Netherlands 2-3-ish days, I've only been, to the Czech Republic for 1 afternoon. So, yeah. I hope you do more Rammstein album reaction streams because I haven't been able to join them, which makes me a bit sad. Yeah, I may very well do more of them in due time. We'll see. I was supposed to join the Rosenrot album reaction stream, but didn't even know about your channel at the time. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, there's a high chance that I'm gonna be doing more Rammstein album listening parties / reactions / German lessons at some point as well. Mit Stadtaffe hat er wirklich alles abgerissen. Das Album wurde, glaube ich, auch noch mit einem Orchester aufgenommen. Ja, stimmt. Das war echt... Das hat mich damals auch sehr geflasht, weil das halt was ganz Besonderes ist, so, ne? Oder was Einzigartiges, was halt nicht jeder Künstler so in der Mischung gemacht hat. Ja, sehe ich auch so. Wanna hear a dumb way I told a comeback to my friend? Feel free to tell me. How many chicken nuggets will you have to consume for you to completely blow out the bathroom? I don't know. You tell me, because I guess you're experienced with that, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking the question, I think. Who knows? Who knows? Ambulance in German makes me laugh so hard. How come? Do you mean the term for it or the sound of it? Der Krankenwagen. The ill vehicle? The ill people vehicle. Der Krankenwagen. You could translate it, you know. I once ate 43 chicken nuggets and my roommates called the fire department in my bathroom. After that day, I ate only 42 nuggets. Well, that is dedication. Gotta give you that. Yeah, impressive. Hashtag impressive. Urinator. So, you know, I quite like chicken nuggets as well. You know, don't get me wrong. Like me some chicken nuggets, but 42, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, it's only if it's like really tiny chicken nuggets, like this big each, you know. Just the sound of it. But is it different compared to other countries? I mean, I know that there are different siren sounds in different countries. I know that, but is it so different though? I don't know. You guys had a baby with Matt Walsh. Vsauce guy. Who's... Don't know who you're referring to. I heard about the name. And Matt Walsh? Is Matt Walsh the singer of 3 Days Grace? Isn't that Matt Walsh? I don't know. I think he's called Matt Walsh, right? Not sure. Not sure of it. No, I mean the word itself, not the ambulance itself. Oh, okay. Krankenwagen. Der Krankenwagen. Masculine noun. That is the term that I was looking for. What was your most memorable moment when you saw Rammstein live last year? And have you met any of the band members on backstage after the concert? No, I haven't met any of them because I was pretty far away from the stage, to be honest. But and it's, you know, there's no way of getting backstage passes, I don't think, you know, like that. Maybe when you're part of the fan club, maybe then there's an opportunity, but even then I don't think there is necessarily. For me, you know, especially not if you don't have like boobs. No offense to the band, of course, but sometimes it occurs to me that, you know, they, you know what I mean. I mean, you could argue I have man boobs, but you know. Anyway, to answer your question though, most memorable. I mean, there's always these high fire thingies that go off in Sonne, you know, those fire towers, really impressive. There's also these two rockets that fly across the stadium during the break in Du Hast. That is pretty memorable. And also, really impressive, the really big, lights that shine up in the sky, you know, really, really impressive. That you can see from miles away, basically. Urinator, which Rammstein band member would you like to have a tickle fight with? None. Not, you know, that keen on tickle fights, but nah. Sven Lauritz Knudsen, hi! Thanks for tuning in, Sven. Where can I find your German language playlist? There are a few of them. I can post the link for you. Gotta check it out real quick. Look it up, I mean. Let's see. Watching your stream from Kenya. Have you heard about my country, Kenya? Yes, I have. In German, it's spelled with an I, Kenya. Let's see real quick. Gotta check out the the playlists. You know, I have many playlists actually. There's one for learning German with Rammstein. There's one for learning German in general. There are many playlists on my channel for many different topics. You know, depends on what you want to have, but I can provide you with the biggest playlist that I have with over 300 videos in it, which is the the Learn German playlist in the broad sense, which is this one. Just posted the link into the chat. So feel free to check it out, Sven. Are you new to the channel, if I may ask? And how did you find my channel? How did you all find my channel, if you've not told me already in a previous stream, of course, that is. I would really like to know. Sonne is just the best when it's live, and the Sonne piano at the end is just the best, and Adieu is a perfect show ender. Yes, I agree. I think that was also the last song they played in Düsseldorf last year when I went to see them live. I think, if I recall correctly. Not sure though. Let's see real quick. Okay. I found out when my dad was watching it. Ah, nice. Yeah, of course you did. I typed handsome German guy streaming on YouTube and your channel came up. Hooray. For boobies. Which is a Bloodhound Gang album title, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, thanks for the compliment, though, of course, you know. Vielen Dank für die Blumen. Thanks for the flowers. Thanks a lot for the flowers. Translated literally to German, which is to English, which is one of the, you know, most well-known German phrases when it comes to those situations. Vielen Dank für die Blumen. Thanks a lot for the flowers, for the compliment, that is. Vielen Dank, gonna write that down for you, für die Blumen. Thanks a lot for the flowers. Meaning, thanks for the compliments. Really have to look up new music for the stream though, because I've been using this 45-minute set of songs, like 6, 7, 8 songs, for the best part of 2 years now, I feel. Maybe even longer. So I have to really find more music that I can use copyright wise, which is quite tricky sometimes. Alright everyone, I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up in a moment, so if you have 1 or 2 questions left, feel free to ask along. Sorry, but may I ask what the specs of your setup? Sorry if it's somewhere, but I can't find. Coding Beast, it should be in my video description, right at the bottom of it. There should be links to all the different parts and also a list of what I'm using. But I can, if you want to, I can post that into the chat. Just have to look it up real quick. Let's see. Give me a moment. I think. Oh no, that's way too long for a single chat message, and it's all over the place. Thanks, YouTube. Well, anyway, just check out, you know, my video descriptions. I think in most of them it should be at the bottom of it. Of the bottom of each description, there's a link or list of my specs, you know, PC components and software that I use to make videos and everything. You're welcome, Coding Beast. Sehnsucht album is getting an anniversary edition this year. It contains a mixed version of the song Spiel mit mir. The album is currently available for pre-order. Yeah, I know, but you know, as long as it's not like a fully like remixed or like remastered album, and there's not much like behind the scenes making of stuff around it, I'm usually not too much, you know, too interested in those things. I'm a big fan of reissues of albums with some like making of documentary or like the behind the scenes stuff. You know, I quite like that stuff, but you know, just a re-release and with one newly mixed song, I don't know, doesn't really grab my attention, to be honest. Of course, I get why they do it, you know, not just financially, but also to celebrate certain anniversaries. I totally get that, and it makes sense. But yeah. That's that, though. Alright, everyone. I think I'm gonna call it a day. And I really, really appreciate you guys being here, watching my videos, of course, tuning into my streams. And I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And if I didn't answer your question, or if you have questions that you come up with after the stream, don't you worry, because there is certainly gonna be another stream in the near-ish future. And if you can make it, feel free to ask your questions then, you know. I'm doing these AMA, Q&A type of streams. I try to do them every month, like once every month. And usually it also works out, but sometimes, you know, it's a really busy month. It's a bit tricky here and there, but I'm trying to do it. So I can't promise anything, but yeah. It's always much fun with you guys. It really is. I really enjoy the interaction with you. And yeah, hope it's fun for you as well. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm your Vlog Dave. Not anymore. No, I'm definitely still getting things mixed up here a little bit. You know, give me a break. You know, it's been Vlog Dave for the better part of 7-ish years. So. And I'm old, you know, I'm old, so leave me be. Let it be. Let it be, let it be. Anyway, thanks for watching once again. Thanks for all your support, for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate that. I really, really do. And see you next time around, I'd say. Have a nice weekend, of course. And yeah, see you around. Cheers to you and tschüss. Und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye bye.